So doctors used to recommend smoking. Now they're recommending seed oils. How long are you guys going to trust them? Correct. In the early to mid 20th century, many doctors recommended cigarettes since the tobacco companies influenced these doctors and often paid them to do some heavy campaigns to promote their products. They also provided many other financial incentives to the doctors who endorsed their products. So what about vaccines? Do doctors get paid extra from prescribing vaccines? Well, they try to indicate that it is not legal for a doctor to receive a direct benefit for prescribing a certain drug. However, as an attorney, I can tell you there's always some kind of loopholes they try to pull. So there are many loopholes in which a pharmaceutical company is able to give benefits to doctors, and they even admitted that a doctor can receive a payment from pharmaceutical companies for promoting multiple products in that company's line. They call these indirect benefits. Moreover, they even admit that they give these doctors payments for travel and accommodation to luxury hotels. In a recent article of the Frontier Journal of Public Health, researchers even admitted that payment to physicians by a pharmaceutical industry is quite common. So what about these seed oils we're all hearing about and we all know about? Hopefully you know about it. Which companies are promoting these seed oils? Well, there's a few. There's Archer Daniels Midland, known as ADM, Bunge, Cargill, and Wilmar International. But these are basic agricultural companies, correct? Think again. While Archer Daniels Midland, ADM, Bunge, Cargill, and Wilmar are primarily known as agricultural commodity traders, they do have ties to the pharmaceutical industry through their ingredient supply chains. ADM even offers a range of ingredients for pharmaceutical companies. And these companies also participate in initiatives such as Covantis, which aims to modernize global trade operations, which indirectly impacts the pharmaceutical supply chain. They're all tied together. Folks, wake up, read between the lines. So why are these doctors promoting and recommending these seed oils besides all these payoffs that we all know about, and besides getting just tied to the pharmaceutical industry? Let's look at another kind of approach. Stanford Health is trying to promote these BS studies on how seed oils can actually improve and manage the body's cholesterol, and they have the audacity, I'm not going to say they have the balls because they don't have any balls, they have the audacity to allege that omega-6 is not anti-inflammatory, and they even demonize animal fat. Complete bullcrap. There is a plethora of studies which disprove their contention as omega-6s do cause inflammation in the human body. In a recent study in the Journal of Missouri Medicine, the researchers reiterated that up until about 100 years ago, the omega-6 to 3 ratio was approximately 4 to 1 or less. However, with the low-fat craze and the typical standard American diet known as the SAD diet has an omega-6 to 3 ratio of approximately 20 to 1 in favor of omega-6s, which predisposes the human body to extreme inflammatory responses and propagates chronic inflammation. Moreover, they even found that the overconsumption of linoleic acid, mainly from industrial omega-6 seed oils, which is the most common as we may know, and the lack of long-chain omega-6s in the diet creates a pro-inflammatory, a pro-allergic, and a pro-thrombotic state in the human body. Again, more and more reasons why you should not trust your doctors, and you should not trust these pharmaceutical companies, and you should not trust these companies and these individuals, including many members of Congress who are profiting from these pharmaceutical companies. They're not looking out for your best interest. You should not be eating seed oils. You should be eating more meat, and you should be eating more animal-based fat, what we've been eating for 2.5 million years. So folks, eat meat, train hard, and let's make America great and healthy again.